What's happening, gang? It is December 31st. I don't know if you can see it from the glare. December 31st, 12:01 in the PM hour. We are 12 hours away from New Year's. And I sort of did a thing yesterday. So, this was the Sunstar I picked up 2 weeks ago. And this is the one that has the 2000 RPM rear PTO and the Cat Zero hitch. Of course, we've got the zip loader over there, and we've got the Purdy Sunstar Sunny with the legacy blade, 5-foot legacy blade, 60-inch, and wanting to get the front hydro set up and the dual levers on this one and hydraulic cylinder on this blade. And then we've got my OEM Briggs powered 18 horse, that is the primary mower with the 60-inch deck on it. So that's 1, 2, 3, and we've got another one back over there. Where'd I get that one? That's one of the 4 that I bought in the grouping with this one, and that one starts and runs just fine. In fact, I moved it over there where it's sitting because there was a wheel horse on the other side of it, but there's no longer a wheel horse on the other side of it, so I moved it over. That's got Kohler Command, just needs a stator in it. This one's perfect, doesn't need anything, and I may have changed gears on which tractor is going to get the loader. I might have. It might actually go on this ugly thing, or it might go, just walk with me here, you see my toes, boots are made for walking, that's just what I'll do. Yeah, I did it again. Could not pass this one up. This one was over in Ohio, south of Dayton, and picked it up yesterday. Incredibly nice people, both the son and the father, deep into hot rods, deep into vintage gas pumps, deep into oil cans, deep into signage, deep into all the fun, happy stuff that keeps everyone smiling every day when we're out in our shops. Wonderful, wonderful people. But picked this one up, and you can't see anything special about it yet. So let me walk around this way a little bit. Hello, Ruby. Ruby did great. Let's go over here, see if we see anything special. We're still not seeing anything special. It does have the high and low with diff lock. All right, 20 horse hydro. With the white stripes, they're always going to be a Magnum powered, and this one is. Only it's not a 20 horse like it says there. It's just a 10 horse. The reason it's just a 10 horse is because one of the one of the pistons came out the side of the block. So, and it still runs, crazily enough. There's no battery in it, so I can't start it for you now. But yeah, it runs on 1 cylinder. So it's a 10 horsepower right now, but it's going to get a repower. I've got 2 viable opposed Briggs. I've got an 18 horse Magnum. I've got 2 18 horse Vanguard. I've got a bunch of different ones that I could tuck in there. So we still haven't seen anything special yet. Let's drop the seat down here. Ooh. We'll get up here and take a look. It's just got a bunch of surface dirt on it, but this one is almost as clean as Sunny. It is in really nice shape. But if we look here, we have a PTO switch here, and we've got another switch over here. Let's see what that one says. What does that say? Oh, that says rear PTO. Well, here is a rear sleeve hitch and 3,400 RPM rear PTO. I've got both of them now. One is the 2,000 RPM with the Cat 0. The other is the engine speed is the speed that turns. There are no 525/40 PTO implements for this. Mainly the two items that were powered by this rear PTO would be the Simplicity Specific Tiller, big heavy duty tiller, and leaf vac. So those would be the two things that would be powered by this. But yeah, I got that. And so the only other thing on my list that I was trying to get was the dual hydro levers. One is a mid-mount hydro cylinder for lifting and lowering implements in the front and in mid and in the back. It operates all three, okay? And then the other one is for powering a hydraulic angle blade. And this has that too. I scored. I found a unicorn. Actually, I didn't find this unicorn. This unicorn was found for me by a buddy of mine, Mike. But here's our hydro port. There's one here and there's one on the other side. And this one grew up and spent its entire life right here near Englewood, Ohio. And it came from Wagoner Power Equipment Sales and Service. And there are tags on the keys showing regular service and maintenance that was being done. What caused the engine to blow, we don't know, but it's okay. It's not a problem. We have one tiny little ding right here in the hood, and then over here, these have always got a ding in them. That's the only ding on the hood over there. It's dirty, but it's been garage kept its entire life, and Zippo's crapping in high cotton. I'm really pleased to have ticked off all of the options I was looking for. I did not envision getting all of the options before 2023. I thought for sure that Cat 0 that I just got, that one, first one right there, the Cat 0 and 2,000 RPM PTO, I thought that was all I was going to find before the year ended. But no, Thursday I was sent a message on Facebook Marketplace by my buddy Mike. I contacted Tony, the gentleman who had this one for sale. He's a Cub Cadet guy. Funny thing is, that guy was a Cub Cadet guy too. I think Tony has the other guy beat though. He's got some absolutely beautifully restored, very early 61s through, I can't even venture years, but I'm guessing 61 through mid 70s. Just a boatload of them, and some of them with really rare options on them. Just gorgeous tractors. Not mad at Cub Cadet, not the old ones when they were IH. But anyway, so the only piece of the puzzle that was left is to find a blade with a cylinder so that I can swap the cylinder out over onto the big blade, the 5-foot blade, the 60-inch blade that's over there on Sunny. Well, he just happened to have the blade too. It's the 46-inch, and it's got the cylinder. All I have to do is pop a couple pins out, pop it on over there, pop this valve up, see if I can get it in neutral for you guys and get it rolled back some. We'll get the hood up a little. I think that's neutral. We'll see if it's easy to pull. Yep. Yeah, let's get the hood open. I'll show you. It just has a dual lever valve instead of a single lever valve. I'm going to open that from the other side. There we go. And I'm not sure where the hole is, but there's definitely a hole in the block. We didn't crank it or try to start it or anything like that to get it, and it kind of surprised me because it's real clean, but didn't do anything. But if we look here, instead of just having 2 lines coming out, we've got 4 lines coming out. So we've got the 2 coming in from the hydro pump, the Sunstrand hydro pump, right? Those 2 are powering both the center lift, which is this one, and the front hydro ports, which is that one. So you can see the pin moving there, and then the pin moving there. Oh wait, this one would be the front. It's to the inside, and it's operating the lower one. At least that's what I think. But when we get this in the shop and get the covers off, be a little easier to show you guys what I'm talking about as far as that goes. Hour meter is on it, and that's another thing that surprises me is it's got low hours for having a blown up engine. 689, I think it is. 689 hours. So anyway, I got another purdy one. So the loader may actually end up going on this one. If I move this over to Sunny. If I don't move this over to Sunny, then this one's just going to get repowered, and it's going to get a dedicated blade on it, whether it be the 46-inch or the 60-inch. The 60-inch Sunstar will have no problem at all handling it, none whatsoever. But this one's a little more manageable just because it's smaller. You just have to make more passes with it, is the only thing. The lift rod is on the tractor right there. See it? That little fork right up there? That's the lift rod for that blade. I can show you here that really the only difference between this and the Legacy blade is to mount to the rear, you have just these flat pieces of stock. And on the Legacy blades, if you guys remember, these were a triangle shape. So yeah, pretty jazzed. And that blade doesn't look like it has had, well, it's been repainted because the ID tag is painted over. But yeah, we'll pluck this out, possibly put the 18 horse in. And the 18 horse is actually in a decent tractor over at Ron's, with another 46-inch blade that's just the angle from the seat type. But at any rate, yeah, I'm so blessed. I've been told a number of times in my days that I can step in a pile of Hoda. Hang on just a second. Get that cable up there. No, not this piece over here. Right. There we go. Hoda. Horse dung, cow patty, and find a diamond in the mix. But it benefits a lot of other people when things like that happen. Oh, we lost our button. That's all right. We've got other engagement rods. The seat's not even in too bad a shape. It's got a couple rips and tears, but that's to be expected. This thing's from the 80s. So gas gauge, voltmeter, hour meter. Does not have the correct wheels on the back. This would have had I'll get it here in just a minute, the 24 by 13 by 12 tires on it with the 60-inch deck, because it has the bigger tires on front. The back tires apparently were swapped out for these at some point in time in its life, but all 4 tires are holding air just fine. The whole tractor is in really nice shape. Even the deck is in really nice shape. I do have a new home for the deck. The deck will be going up north, up near Decatur, for your friend and mine, Sean, that has the Quickway loader that we put on the power steering Sovereign. So I've been babbling on for about 15 minutes now. I'm going to go ahead and end it. I'm going to get things unloaded, and we can look forward to some more content on these. I'm going to take a break from YouTube in January so that I can, it's not to say I'm not going to be shooting videos. I probably just won't be uploading. There's a possibility I will, but we'll just have to wait and see. Just got a bunch of stuff in the pipeline that I want to get taken care of and get straightened out, and it's not very interesting for a video. So hopefully we'll be able to get out here and get some time in on the King Midget. It's patiently in there waiting, but some of the things that are in the pipeline are another reason why the King Midget is going to wait for just a little bit. Good possibility I've got something else coming that is going to make working on the King Midget a whole lot better. And of course I've got repairs and stuff like that that I need to do to the barn. Let's get out here and I'll show you. My elbow on my wood stove broke. So because it broke, I've got to run and get some new stuff. I'm just going to put new in there. So we've got to get that done pretty quick before it gets into a cold snap again. And once our cold snap is over, we'll be getting into a bunch of other stuff like that. This B10 here, for example, that has an engine in it that absolutely has to go to Mr. Spray to help him with one of his ride-o-matics. It is the absolute correct engine for one of his ride-o-matics, so that'll be going to him. He's got a couple of 23Ds of mine. We thought that was right. That's not. It's a 23AF or something to that effect, but at any rate, this is going to be going to him, and I will have to probably replace the coil. As we can see, it's got a battery coil on it. That, or he may have some, I don't know, we'll see. But at any rate, this is your friendly neighborhood Zippo. I promise you guys, you will see me on the next one, and it may be a little while. Now I get to turn the camera around and show you guys. You see my nose? Tony and his dad, they had 3 dogs. Oh, just friendliest dogs you'd ever want to meet. But one of them, instead of giving you licks when it comes up like the other 2 did, it nips. And it's not a angry, mean, get out of my face nip. It's a hello, I love you nip. Well, I got a couple of I love yous on my nose from that silly doggy. But absolutely wonderful people over there, and I hope I get to make the trip again, if not just to go visit and sit down and chat with them some more. But there we go. I'm flush with sun stars. I tend to go deep when I get into stuff. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7th one is at Biggie Rats. And I have had a total of 9. I did sell 1, the parts one, and I have another one to pick up yet, and it is a Dutz Alice Ultima, the 1920 Ultima, which is identical to these. It's just that funky green, and I'm fine with that funky green. Don't have a problem with that in the world. And all it's missing is an engine. It has everything else. No options on it, but it has everything else as far as just, it's complete less engine. It even still has the clutch from the engine that was in it. So that's it. That's going to wrap it up. We're close to 20 minutes. Friendly Neighborhood Zippo. Promise you guys, I will see you on the next one. Later. Happy New Year. I'm out of here.